Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Mike. 59. It's a party now. 36. Check.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Let's go.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Watson going to give this one to Miller. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Every day, any day. Check. 31. Check. 66. Bullet. High. Check your hot read.
Now it's Miller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got one. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 34 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 57 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Check. Showing it.
First down, a run with Hyde. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Hyde. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
This is it. 19. 53. No, 59. Sponge. No.
Hey, watch it.
49, check 49.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Watson's pass intended for Lamar Miller. Incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Formation.
This will be fielded at the 17. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Mahomes will try again on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Miller with a first down and more. And down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Carlos Hyde, 28 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on, now, let's go.
On the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
He's checking crowd. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Reset. 18. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You ain't going nowhere.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Here we go, here we go. Check 4, check 4. Mike,
Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Check 31. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Check 24. Check 24. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Slam, slam.
On second down, here's Miller. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Set 19. Check 53's Mike. All day, dog.
On third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. From the red zone now, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
on the keeper. Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4.
24. I can't do let you play. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Check.
On second down, Hyde. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Check 13. Check 13. Under 10.
The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They run it again with Williams, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Check 50. Check 50.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
15.
Watch the slant. Joker.
Now on second and 13. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Check 7. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Pringle. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
3 buds, 3 buds. Watch the safety creep. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it. Go, go, go.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the out. Watch the out. Jim. Hayward. Kill. Hey, turn it up. What?
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go. Let's go. You tighten up. You go tight. You got tight.
On second down, Hyde. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on first down. Miller. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 61. Match box. Mike 53. Undercrunch.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Take it.
To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch the run.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dayon Buchanan giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey, 31. 53 is the mic. Come on. You better.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Colby Listenby, 44 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Let's make these babies cry.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And again, it's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Colby Lisenby. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got